Hello everybody, this is Carlos with the daily forecast of the Bitcoin tendency and trend. Alright, so we're at further following of the last couple of videos from this week. So basically we're going straight to the point. I'm going to zoom in here. Basically we can see definitely that the Bitcoin has sustained itself on the upper side of things. There is being a double bottom, a retest of the pullback, and I've been tightening my stop accordingly since the early entries, right? So as I've been saying, the market should be reaching 8360 area and the 9148 area. I'm not even considering at this point the decimal points because it's just not, I mean, that's being greedy kind of thing. It's just at this point just need to make sure to reach are the levels that we're looking for. Now I want you to pay close attention to the following. Let me see if I can just zoom in at this point. Changes to candlesticks, easier for you to see. So basically you notice that we have a purple line here. I'm going to give you kind of a very specific numbers right now. If we break above and below, I mean above and beyond 78, 90, 50, right, or so, that's kind of a reassurance that the market will certainly continue furthermore towards the upper side. So basically the market is being hovering on the sidelines, right, a little bit of a sideways. The market pulled back once. That's what we call a two-step patterns. If you know a little bit about Elliott wave patterns, basically what we're looking for the market to do is kind of an ABC pattern corrective mode, right? And then continue on the next Elliott wave up, which should be pretty much the exact same length that they left behind. If you're a little bit confused about that, just let me know. I probably would be able to explain it a little bit, but basically the way I see it is the market went up at this point in the exact same amount. Now I'm not saying this is going to happen, but technically the same amount of movement that happens from this bottom to that higher ground after this ABC corrective pattern should be close enough to the upper side. If that would be the case, now once again, don't quote me precisely that this is going to happen, but I'm just going to give you a rough estimate. Let's just say that the length of this line that I just created right in here is the total movement to the upside. If this is true, if I project this from this area, which it's pretty much at that area where they are, you notice here that we might be closing to the 10,000. So specifically, I'm expecting the prices to hit that 99 by the tick to perhaps maybe the 10,000 value. How long this is going to take? This is what we call price symmetry, the exact same amount that it took them to move. If you notice here, it's pretty much from the 11th of November all the way to the 18th. That's pretty short bias. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but that's based on what we call on technical analysis, something that it repeats itself over and over and over again. If that's the case, this is something it could be expected. Hopefully, right, for those of you and us holding Bitcoin for the long term and speculating on a daily basis with it. So that's kind of the forecast for the long term, so to speak. So I got further targets here. I'm expecting the Bitcoin reaching 8360, 9148, and 1003. We have our special tools that's still indicating to us that we should hold this for the long term perspective, and we use the good oil moving averages. These are lagging indicators. They're not really good to make a wise decision in terms of entering or buying or selling, but they're really good to give you the gauge of momentum, right? If you don't know how to do that, we can teach you that. Just let us know. But basically the width of part of it, it's just telling me clearly that we should continue up. Now the secret sauce of what we're really good at is precise levels or precise areas where the market most encounter certain scenarios, right? Like for instance, we said that it was going to reach that 76.61 for about a week and now, and it just reached it, period. And it held a little bit, came back down, and you notice that I've been trailing the stock without getting stopped out because I know exactly what to replace it. That's what we do. That's what money management is all about on the trading side of things. So in a nutshell, to close in on this video, so it's just not long enough, I'm expecting for the Bitcoin to break above that 78.8770 area. If it does, it means that the next upcoming target, which is a new one, by the way, it's going to be 81.38 and the long and behold weighted 83.60. I'm expecting the market to take a little bit of a breather here to the downside. I'll have to wait until it touches and see the reactions of it, but I'm expecting the market at that point to do a little bit of a counter trend move, right? So basically, if we break through this area, possibly hit that 81.38, continue furthermore to the expected hold of 83.60, may perhaps break a little bit through it to the high side and expect a bigger decline from it. Not big, not such a big deal, but a decent move on the way down, and then retake that level, so it will continue to the expected 91.48. And as I just explained to you, based on the Elliott wave pattern and price symmetry, perhaps the 10,000 or 9,000 even, or 10,000 level. All right, that's it for now. This is Carlos Diaz with the daily forecast of the price structure and movement for the Bitcoin. Hope to see you in the next video.